I'm going to stagger the cuts, because if you cut the car straight through the middle, when you come to join the car together again, it's very difficult to get it to line up.
So it's done. Lions are from Africa, tigers are from Asia and Siberia, but they are both big cats and ferocious. If a male lion mates with a female tiger, the crossbred big cat is called a liger, a beast not to be messed with, as a liger is the biggest cat of them all. So what happens when you take an all-American purebred racing car like a NASCAR, a motorsport that originates from the illegal activity of bootlegging, and you elongate the chassis and roll cage so it fits the meanest looking muscle car body ever made, a second generation Dodge Charger? You get the NASCharger. This is episode 8 of the SEMA build series. Oh, and did I mention this NASCAR was driven by the legendary Carl Edwards, and the Charger body came from the Universal Studios movie Fast and the Furious, driven by none other than Vin Diesel. But it was cash-strapped HARDUPGARAGE, headed up by me, Sam Hart from Hampshire in England, that married up these most American of vehicles, and then drove my ferocious mechanical crossbred beast across the heartland of America. With my buddy Martin working full-time for somebody else around the corner, increasingly I was relying on my highly professional welding expert Adam. We both came into the workshop on this day knowing that it was going to be a huge one for the project. It was time to split the NASCAR in the middle so we could lengthen it to fit the Charger body. We started by removing the fuel line as Adam decided on exactly how we were going to pull off this momentous manoeuvre.
Well, the plan for today is to cut the NASCAR in half. Now, if you were to cut it up there, it's too complicated with the gearbox tunnel, etc., and the linkages and the gearbox mounts. So what we've decided to do, we're going to cut it around about here, all the way through here. But what we're going to do, we're going to put it on the ramp and do the undercutting first, because obviously the car is likely to go like that. So what we want to do, we want to do most of the cutting, then get the car back on the floor, get it underneath the Charger, and then do the final cutting under here, because it's easier to manoeuvre the car slightly than it is two halves over there. And then what we want to do is try and get the car as in line as possible.
I was a bit worried just 5 minutes after that was shot when Adam changed his mind after we put the NASCAR on the back ramp and got underneath it.
Houston, we have a problem. Now I've just gone underneath this car and I said to you about us cutting it through here. Well, we can't cut it through here because obviously the axle bars are there and that's going to be a nightmare moving any of that. You don't want to get involved in that. So I reckon what we'll have to do is cut it about here, just to the rear of the gearbox, across there. That's the simplest place because it's nice and square. There's a couple of diagonal supports going across onto there, which isn't a problem. We can soon replace that. So the exhaust is going to have to come off, the prop shaft's going to have to come off. But yeah, that's definitely the better place to cut it around here.
Okay, better to change a plan than stick with a bad plan. Adam marked out the new chop line and it was time to get the exhaust off. Not as easy as it sounds. It unsleeves here, look.
Oh, okay.
Just don't only a block really, block of wood. I don't want to bend the pipe. Mm-hmm. You got it? Slowly the exhaust pipes were finally coming apart, but after brute force it was time for a little bit of finesse. Progress 0. Hang on it.
All we need to do is
Do that.
do that. Well, that one. Hold on to the car, I don't really want it falling off the ramp.
Okay, go on.
Look,
Okay, he's moving.
that one's going. Look. That one's off. When I try twisting them down, no, it won't follow. Better get on with it, sounds about to go plots.
That was exhausting, wasn't it? Very exhausting. Not all of you would have seen the previous episode where Adam went into detail about how we want to chop up the NASCAR. So let's just go over that briefly now.
Right, what we're going to do, we're going to cut the car, and we've marked it through here, and there, and there. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to stagger the cuts, because if you cut the car straight through the middle, when you come to join the car together again, it's very difficult to get it to line up. Whereas if the joints are staggered, you can move the two cut parts apart and they will stay, keeping the car where you want it. Whereas if it's just cut, the car's going to do that. We don't want it to do that. So if they're staggered cuts, you can bring the car apart to the desired wheelbase that we were after, and that way you can clamp it up, tack weld it, and it's just what you want.
We didn't just want to split the NASCAR in half on this day. We wanted to test fit it again so we could see how much we'd have to elongate the NASCAR to fit the long Charger's body. That meant trimming up the back end of the Charger because we already knew that that was a problem area for clashing with the NASCAR from last episode's rough fittings. And while I did that with the plasma cutter, Adam started cutting through the NASCAR with the grinder. Look at that circular blade glow red hot. I think we went through over 80 of these blades on the build, and I can tell you one thing, they weren't cheap. But we were making headway. So it's done.
Right, now what we've got here is a length of metal, and I've made a jig up, because obviously we're going to be cutting the car in half. We want to make sure that we get the car absolutely square. So, what I've done, I've welded a piece of angle iron there and there. So this fits snugly, he says, into the car. Okay, so that is that measurement, guaranteed. So if we cut the car and lengthen it, we can then extend another piece of this bar, 6 inches, 7 inches, whatever we got, and then if it fits into this one perfectly, then if it fits into the other side perfectly, because there's one on the other side, if you follow me, okay, we then know that the car is absolutely straight.
We made a few important cuts to the NASCAR with the reciprocating saw before moving it forward and lining it up under the Charger, where more cuts were made to the roll cage, all as per Adam's plan he had outlined earlier. Then we thought we were ready for the part under the Red Sea, so to speak, as the vast majority of the cutting had been done, especially on the passenger side.
We're not far off now, just got to cut through.
Hang on, I've got a plan. Block of wood. We don't want the axle going for a walk. That engine running off down there, be good TV, but not for us.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, go for it.
Have a look, Sam, am I through or I missed it?
Come this way a bit. I think we'll be fine.
Hang on. Yeah.
Bit more.
How's that?
Good. Thinking about maybe putting a bit of oil on the blade.
Well, let's take a little bit off. Right. Now look.
Carl, the cameraman, editor and producer here, and as Sam is busy grinding away on the NASCAR, he's asked me to explain to you that this episode is sponsored by another of his backers on this NASCharger project, Meguiar's Car Care Products and Accessories. Go to meguiars.com to check out their extensive range of cleaners and polishes for interior or exterior use. You will see how Sam had one side of his NASCharger detailed with Meguiar's products, left the other side dirty at SEMA later in the series. Oh, and while I'm here, I'd like to remind you that if you like what we're doing, go to the HARDUPGARAGE page on YouTube where you'll find more great content. And please subscribe, click on the like button and leave us a nice message in the comments section. We'd really appreciate it. Okay, let's get back to splitting the NASCAR into two.
Right, I need my mask. Yeah, I'll use my grinder.
Get a new bladage. There you go. Where's your new mask? Where's your mask?
I don't know, it's here somewhere. For the final cut, new blade. Right, this shouldn't take long now. This should be up in a few secs.
Sorry, I missed that. This could be very dramatic, Karl.
Yeah, I could cut my hand off.
And if you do, just so we got it on camera, it's his own fault. Check out Adam's underwear, ladies. Please leave your number in the comments section below this video. Adam is single and currently ready to mingle. With the right lady, of course. The passenger side was separated, but try as we might, the driver's side just would not split apart, even with my brute force hammering skills.
No,
we're not
you
through
need
here.
to cut through there, don't you, more? So what you could do, because we've got to chop it anyway, why don't we just cut a V out of this?
Cool.
You can see.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah. Give me my glove back. Then we'll be able to see what we're up to, because we've got to do a V on it anyway to weld the thing back together again.
One side each, eh?
Well, no. Oh, you pig.
You broke that blade, Basil.
Broke that blade. It might be all right for a gentle one.
That's our problem in there. We're not all the way through it at all. No. That's good. Well done for doing that. You're a great guy. Cutting the V-shaped line helped with the access, but things were still tough going. We were both getting a bit frustrated.
You are completely to blame. Yeah, look, I can see the problem inside on the weld, Sam. That's what's stopping it, that weld.
That was your one, that was.
Yeah, but it's your side. You might have told me to cut through it, but it was still your side. That needs a new blade on that one.
Eyes and ears, children?
Yeah. Good. That'd be that then.
I feel good. Let's break a NASCAR like we should.
Let's both get to the back of it, because that's going to fall out. Yeah. Now then. Go on in. That's it, whoop.
About there, mate.
About there.
Right, let's drop the car down, eh? Let's get your jacks out of the way.
So I wonder what it's like on the balancing point. Oh, look, 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 look. Okay?
Yeah.
Well, that's too far. Let's guesstimate where we want it.
There.
No, let's go up a little bit. We said a 6-inch difference in the wheelbase, didn't we?
Yeah.
Well, let's bring that over a little bit. Well, let's get it.
6 inches.
6 inches. Let's see what we got.
Man's 6 inches are different to women's 6 inches.
Same as man flu.
Yeah, man flu's a damn so lot worse than women flu.
Oh, it's terrible, man flu.
100% worse in the world.
Right, let's buzz it down, see what we got.
Mind your ears and legs and children.
Go on. Right, hang on. Whoop. It's going to catch on this bulkhead over here, look, Sam.
Yeah, we've moved.
What?
Hang on.
The car's got, yeah, the NASCAR's got to go over.
We've got to go over a little bit more at the back. I think, yeah, that's enough.
Is that enough?
Well enough.
Go on. It's going to get another bit. Hang on. That bit's going to get caught, Sam. On this side, look.
The box section's caught my side. The back axle looks like it needs to come back another 6 inches. Actually, the front needs to come back and the back needs to go back.
Yep.
Is that about right? Yeah. May might have gone a bit far.
Yeah, I think you have. Go on, take it, bring it forward a little bit again. That'd do.
There. Right, let's get the back shimmied.
Oh, okay. Well, it's going to fall off.
That is bloomin'
Too far.
You reckon?
Yeah, it's too far.
Okay,
Go on,
forward a bit.
Oh, and it'll do that.
Come off the jack, baby.
It'll do that.
Well, if you grab your side
Yep.
and lift together with me.
Hang on.
1, 2, 3.
Where's the jack?
Here, I'm just
We'll
trying
lower
to
the
get...
jack down a bit because it's kicking quite this side. Go on. Oh. All right. Are we on?
Yeah, hang on.
Go on. That's it.
About there. All right? That's perfect. All right?
That'll do for a minute, won't it?
Yeah, let's... Right, I think we've got to shimmy the axle that way.
Now this looks clear of the cage here.
This looks clear of the cage here. Let's go for it, eh?
Now look, that's gonna... Here he is.
That's mine and Adam's mutual friend Austin turning up. He's a great bloke, but it wasn't a great time to chat.
That is gonna catch, isn't it? But we can go down to it, can't we?
Yeah, all right?
All right.
What's your side?
What's he catching on now? On the dashboard. Yeah. Yeah, what's a little... Have we got a clearance your side?
I've got good loads of space on my side. Pull the body your way, ready? 1, 2, 3. Enough? Perfect.
What's he getting caught up now? Dash. Oh, okay. That bit. Like that.
And then I want to do... Can we pull the axle? Well, no, I don't need to pull the axle. You can just shimmy that bit over a bit. Ready?
You know
All right.
Yeah. What do you want to do?
Ready?
What we're doing?
Coming down.
Okay. Hitting the radiator?
Yeah.
The back is basically touching.
The cage and the outriggers.
The wheels still need to come back another 3 inches.
Right. Yeah.
And all this needs to come out.
Yeah. Okay. All good fun. Look at that though.
So basically we are 95% there with coming the body to the NASCAR.
Yeah.
We've got a couple of interferences on the back here which we're going to have to deal with. But we're not miles away, are we?
Not at all. No.
I mean, Monday I think we're going to have a lot of this all bolted together. We'll have the body at least flush, won't we?
Down.
And look at our wheel clearances. I mean, we are looking...
Yeah, look at that.
Because your measurements are so good. So your measurements are so good.
Brilliant. Yeah.
Please go to our channel homepage and click on the playlist to watch more Hard Up Garage videos. If you like what we're doing, click on that subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe, and you can also help us by leaving a comment and click the like button. Please share this episode on social media with your friends and family. But while you're there, why not follow us at Hard Up Garage on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook. If you follow us on social media, you'll see when we've got brand new videos for you lovely people. And don't forget to visit HARDUPGARAGE.com, where you can get some background on what we do and buy some of our much loved merchandise. Here is a list of all the wonderful sponsors who help me and my guys make this crazy idea a reality. Thank you to each and every one of you lovely people. Hopefully you'll join us again as we work hard to get this project underway. Pun intended, and bye for now. But remember guys, don't eat yellow snow.